Oh man, I am so back. Well, I am going to start showing my entire Blu-Ray collection, company by company, by their founding date. Oh boy! This is going to be one of the most legendary tasks I've ever had to perform since my comeback to YouTube in January. Well, let's not waste any time. First up, Dracula from 1931. This is the oldest movie I actually own on Blu-ray. Yeah, I didn't think I'd actually get anything older than Snow White, but hey, here we are. It's pretty iconic, pretty great. And there is the disc. Apologies for the light because it's just like, it feels more like a cave in here than an actual bedroom, but hey, what more can you say? Frankenstein. Yes, starring Boris Karloff. Indeed, a very good movie. I always keep forgetting how Universal kind of made their versions of the monsters like the ones people think of the most. And there's the disc. Yeah. Another solid film. These horror films are so old, they're funny. Like, they're so dated, in a way. Then we have the other Boris Karloff hit, The Mummy, from 1932. Frankenstein also came out in 1931, in case anybody's wondering. Yeah, this is definitely a great one. Yep, genuinely chilling, but still, it has that 1930s and 1940s cheese that, old horror movies had up until, like, the 60s. Actually, maybe even the 70s and 80s, but, Details, Invisible Man, starring Claude Rains. Yep. Not much really to say about these movies because, well, yeah. And there is the disc. Alright. Bride of Frankenstein from 1935. Yep. Just another one of those classic movies. Although you never actually know how big the Universal Monster movie canon is until you actually look at everything. In this case, I have literally only ever gone near these initial 8. Which, yes, I actually have the rest of. So here's The Wolfman from 1941, featuring Lon Chaney Jr. as Larry Talbot, a.k.a. The Wolfman. It definitely bites. That was a bad joke. And there is the disc. So again, lighting in here, not the greatest, but just trying to work with what I got. Phantom of the Opera, not the musical, but rather the 1943 short. The 1943 movie. Oh, and this one's actually in color, it looks like. At least I think. Details. But there's the disc. Now, closing out the Universal Monsters is The Creature from the Black Lagoon from 1954. And it includes both 3D and 2D. Very nice. So yeah, 3D movies were kind of a fad back then. But yeah, I don't have a 3D TV, so 2D it is. Oh shoot, there's a moment. There's the disc. I didn't realize there was bubble wrap in there. Whoops. Yeah. Definitely a really weird movie. I mean, all the Universal monster films are weird, but they just have that cheese to them that just makes them that much more dated and hilarious. Yep. Though they probably were really scary back when they were first released. Anywho, next up is Jaws. We're definitely going to need a bigger boat. And I'm definitely going to need a bigger shelf eventually for my Blu-rays, but that is neither here nor there. Yeah, but this is an iconic film. It's about to be 50 next year, which is insane. Because this is actually the first modern example of the summer blockbuster film. Yeah. This was literally the summer blockbuster that everybody had to go see. Like, you have not lived until you've seen Jaws. And boy, what a movie it is. Yep, it's a classic. Next up, moving into the 80s, we have Flash Gordon. Yeah. There was a Flash Gordon movie in 1980, and it was actually the result of something you would never expect. You see, George Lucas wanted to make a Flash Gordon movie, but King Features did not actually want to give him the license. So, in desperation, Lucas created Star Wars, and then 3 years later this comes out. Yeah, true story. Universal actually saw the hype Star Wars was getting, and piggybacked off of it using Flash Gordon. That is absolutely hilarious irony, and I love it. Alright, time to give myself the finger because it's time for E.T. Yes, time to show off E.T. the extraterrestrial. Give myself the finger. These puns are bad. I'm really bad with these jokes. Over 3 hours of bonus features. Wow. 20th anniversary premiere, the theatrical trailer, like, yeah. E.T. is definitely just one of those movies that it's impossible to hate on because it's just that amazingly good. Especially to those who grew up with it in the 80s. I mean, heck, there was even an E.T. breakfast cereal where it was just shaped like E's and T's, flavored with peanut butter and chocolate, because Reese's Pieces. And there was also a record that had the entire film story, which was narrated by Michael Jackson. I am not making this up, people. It actually happened. Okay, maybe I should just move on to the next film before I actually go insane. Keeping in 1982, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Hey, buddy, let's party. There's Sean Penn, Jennifer Jason Leigh. Oh, yeah. Lots of babes, dude. Oh, yeah. A cult favorite. Yeah, dude, it's a cult favorite. A comedy drama film with a lot of awesomeness and heart. Oh, yeah. And there's the bodaciously translucent disc. Okay, why did I just literally start impersonating Michelangelo from the 1987 Ninja Turtles cartoon? Probably because his voice was modeled after the surfer dude from Ridgemont High. Anyways, next up we have Howard the Duck. Yeah, this is actually a good movie. I don't care what the haters say, it's good, it's an underrated classic. Yeah. Enough said. I am not going to say anything more. And there is the disc. It's like, just because the nostalgia critic says a movie is bad doesn't automatically mean he's 100% right. Even though I love him, and I got to meet the critic himself, Doug Walker, at Comic-Con, or my local Comic-Con twice, and his co-stars. So yeah. All right, American Tail. This is definitely an iconic movie from the 80s. Yep, the tip-top, terrific, full of fun. Yeah, it is. Although the bonus material is just the theatrical trailer and the Somewhere Out There sing-along. But, you know. It's good stuff. There's the disc, even though it is, like, frighteningly dark at times. Like, I'm surprised they got away with what they got away with, because this movie, to quote the nostalgia critic, was rated 80s G. Because life is messed up sometimes. Deal with it. Yeah. Alright, Land Before Time. This was actually one of the very first Universal movies I ever bought on Blu-ray back in 2021. And yeah, it's definitely good. Albeit with a few flaws, but The film actually had to receive serious trimming down because some of the scenes were too frightening for the audience. And there's the disc. But yeah. I will not understand how this spawned literally seemingly hundreds of sequels, but just reality, I think it was like 13. Wow. And American Tail, Fievel Goes West. Yep, we're in the 90s now. Here we go. It's not quite as good as the original American Tail, but still a really, really fun time. I mean, they use the Rawhide theme. Like, I kind of can't be mad at that, because that's definitely a really good theme. That's definitely a really good TV theme to use for a Western. And Jurassic Park. Yeah, I mean, what more can I say about this movie? It's iconic. It's amazing. It's literally one of the best movies ever made. There's the disc, yada yada yada. Just move through these a little more quickly because, you know, don't want to have anything, yeah. I just don't want to run through these too quickly. Okay, I'm just rambling on here. Next up we get Dazed and Confused. I watched this movie for the very first time and, dude, it is like so weird. In a good way. Stoner comedies are definitely great. Yep. So many good things. And yes, it may be rated R, but it's still one of the best movies that Universal has ever done. Or at least distributed. There's the disc. Alright. Now we're going up to a movie that I absolutely love, but everyone else seems to absolutely detest with all of their passion. I said we're back? Well, guess what? We are so back with A Dinosaur Story. I don't care what people actually say about this. I love this movie, and people are way too freaking hard on it, despite the fact that there are some genuinely talented people behind the scenes in the voice cast here. John Goodman as Rex. Yardley Smith as Cecilia Nuthatch. Professor New Eyes, I believe, is actually voiced by Walter Cronkite. And that's the way it is. Oh, yeah, and probably the coolest fun fact is that Dweeb, the green dinosaur right here, is actually voiced by Charles Fleischer, a.k.a. The voice of Roger Rabbit. And there's the disc. So the next time someone says this movie is absolute trash, remind them who all is in this film, and then they'll probably come to their senses and say, oh, yeah. Mini rant over. Now we are going to kick Bison's ass with Street Fighter, the movie. Yes. This movie is absolutely cheesy, but you know what is the best kind of cheese you could ask for? Mostly because... oh, shoot, I just... You ever get that feeling where you know you actually put them in theatrical order, but then you kind of sort of realize that Street Fighter came out in December of 1994, and the Flintstones came out in May? I'm gonna have to fix that when I put these back on the shelf. Anyways, there's the disc. I swore I had all these in proper theatrical order. I swore I was accurate. Anyways, The Flintstones from 1994. This may have been the first movie this is the very first movie I ever bought, in terms of Universal on Blu-ray. Yep. And there's the disc. Another film that I absolutely love that everyone else seems to absolutely despise. Despite the fact that, again, genuinely talented people... What is with people hating on movies with John Goodman in them? That aren't Monsters, Inc. or The Emperor's New Groove. Like, come on, people. Yeah, this movie is actually starting to get a lot of love now. But there are still probably haters out there. There are still probably genuine haters out... Okay, I should probably just... keep it moving, folks. Billy Madison. Yeah, Donkey Kong sucks. Yeah, you know what? Call of Duty sucks. Oh, the joys of being in middle school and debating that Nintendo is actually better than Call of Duty. Replace Donkey Kong with Mortal Kombat, or replace Call of Duty with Mortal Kombat, you kind of get the same thing here. 25 minutes, deleted scenes. I mean, it's an Adam Sandler movie. Like, what do I even have to say about it? There's the disc. Other than the fact that it's really, really freaking funny. Like, Adam Sandler can do no wrong, really. I mean, the guy is literally one of the most legendary comedians on the big screen. Aside from Abbott and Costello. But that's beside the point. Yeah, Babe. Yeah, another iconic film. That, shockingly enough, only got one time in the Macy's Parade. Yeah, only once. And features Christine Cavanaugh as Babe, as per usual. Yep. And there's the disc. But yeah, Babe's a good movie. Alright, next up we have Balto. Yep. The Iditarod, the animated film based on the true story of the Iditarod. Yep. The true story of an American hero. Yes, indeed. And there's the disc. Again, trying to finagle the light, but sometimes it's just not as easy as you think. There. Of course, trying to snap the case shut, that's a whole other can of worms. Happy Gilmore. I actually just got this in the mail recently, like a few weeks ago. Definitely a really funny movie. Oh my god. If you want to see Bob Barker beat up Adam Sandler, this is your movie. This is literally the movie for you. And there's the disc. Because, yeah, the price is definitely right. I'm not even going to finish that sentence because I really don't want to swear too much in these videos, but at the same time, I kind of have to. If I really... Actually, no, I don't think I have to. Do I? Yeah, let's just go into the 2000s with Bring It On. Yeah. The first entry in a cheerleading movie series that is smart, sassy, and I should probably just show the disc before I literally go completely insane. There's a disc. Yep. And then keeping in the I literally need to reorganize everything before I go nuts. My god. Just realized The Lost World should actually be after Happy Gilmore, but before Bring It... Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, Rocky and Bullwinkle, yep. There's the back, and then... There's the disc. I am going to have to do some serious reorganizing after this video. 1001%. Lost World, Jurassic Park. This really should be after Happy Gilmore, but before Bring It On. But what more can I do? Because this movie is from 1997, not 2000. This is actually a combo pack, so there's the DVD, and there's the Blu-ray. Everything... Okay, you know what? I'm just going to do this right now, right? Okay. There. Next up, Jurassic Park 3. Yeah, it was released in 2001. The DVD. There's a Blu-ray. And yeah. Pretty good stuff. And then it's a Very Merry Muppet Christmas movie. This actually has a trailer on the Muppets Party Cruise for the GameCube. It's a pretty underrated movie, honestly. I mean, yeah, is it that good? Admittedly, no. But it still has some redeeming value to it. And it was the very first Muppet movie I ever bought on Blu-ray. There is the disc. And aside from the Muppet Show's 25th anniversary in 2002, this is what warranted Kermit to come back in the Macy's Parade that year. Alright, next up, Johnny English. This is an absolutely hilarious movie featuring Rowan Atkinson, a.k.a. Zazu, a.k.a. Mr. Bean. Yeah. I mean, it's a spy comedy film. Like, yeah, there are a lot of them, but I think Johnny English was the very first one I actually heard about. And there's the disc. There are sequels to it, but Haven't actually gotten around to getting those just yet. Mostly because other studios take priority. Then we have Hulk. Okay, I don't want to say it's a bad movie, but it's like not quite as good as what the MCU would end up doing with him. But hey, details. It's still a fun time. And there is the disc, where it's literally just copying the poster. Pretty cool. Pretty dang cool. And then we have Bruce Almighty, the prequel to Evan Almighty that features Jim Carrey talking with God. Oh boy, what could possibly go wrong? I don't know, but it's a good movie. And there is the disc. Boy, been flying right through these, despite the errors I've made. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. This is a fantastic movie. Oh my god, this is probably like a top 5 for me now. A literal top 5 movie, because it is definitely a very much a knockout, because, hey, the video game is great, the graphic novels are great, and this movie is just dang good. And Scott Pilgrim Takes Off is also dope, so yeah. There's the DVD, and there's the Blu-ray. Yep. And then, oh boy, Despicable Me. I really have nothing to say about this movie except for the fact that it gave birth to one of the most annoying headaches Universal has ever put out. I don't really like the Minions that much. They can be funny, but it's just like, it's just dumb humor. Yep, and there's the Blu-ray, and the DVD is lodged behind the code paper, which I don't want to show, so there you go. But still, this movie is actually pretty funny. Despicable Me 2, on the other hand, I don't know, it's just not quite as funny. Or really at all, because the Minions are just like cheap plot devices for cheap laughs. And there's the disc. And the DVD is lodged behind there. And yeah, the reason for the X on there is because my mom actually got this for me at an estate sale, which is pretty cool. So yeah. Besides, there's an X on there, but you know, details. Alright, next up we got one of the most raunchy films I have ever seen, Ted. Oh yeah, this movie is absolutely bonkers, and I love it. I mean, seriously, this movie is absolutely hilariously bad, or hilariously good. Hilariously bad, what am I, stupid? And there's the DVD, and the disc for the Blu-ray. Alright, there's a few more left. Keeping it the same tradition, we have Ted 2 from 2015. Another movie that is just absolutely wild, and even more raunchy than the first one. These Thunder Buddies are great. Yeah. And the Ted TV series on Peacock, oh, that is a laugh riot. Anyways, there's the DVD, there's the Blu-ray. Oh man. It's just one of those movies you just can't help but love. And then we have Ratchet and Clank, based on the video games from Sony, which I've never actually played Ratchet and Clank, but I know how great they are. And I know James Arnold Taylor is actually the voice of Ratchet himself, and David Kaye is Clank, so that's cool. And there's the DVD. There is the Blu-ray. Right. And next we have Sing, another Illumination movie. I'm not too big on Illumination. I'm going to be, like, blatantly honest here. Illumination movies only appeal to the lowest common denominator of people. They can still be really funny, but eh. Oh, yep. And there is the disc. And yeah, the DVD is lodged behind the code paper, which I don't really want to show. Alright, next we got the Happy Time Murders. Oh, I'm with the FBI. Oh, what's that stand for? Frickin' big idiot? You really think I'm gonna say the F word here? No. But this movie is absolutely hilarious. I mean, it's the Jim Henson Company, Styx Entertainment, and Universal. Like, there's gonna be hilarity ensuing. And there is the disc. Oh, man. I need to rewatch this, because, yeah, this movie is absolutely hilarious. I love Melissa McCarthy. I love the Jim Henson Company. There's no Sesame, but it's all street. Yeah, baby. And then Sing 2. It's just more from the Sing franchise. What can I say? They're going to do a Sing 3. I am calling it right now. There will be a Sing 3 at some point. And there's the disc, and the DVD is behind the... Yeah, you know the drill at this point. Alright. Next up is a movie I'm surprised I absolutely loved and adored. Wait, no, I'm not. The Super Mario Brothers movie, because this movie is amazing, and... Yeah, if anybody hates on this film, they don't understand art and cinema. Because this movie is awesome. I'd go as far as to say it's Illumination's greatest film ever made. I know, bold claim. But you know what? I don't care. And there's the disc. Sure, people had their doubts with Chris Pratt as Mario, but everybody unanimously agreed that Jack Black as Bowser was the best part of the whole movie. Yeah. Do you yield? I do not. And finally, we have the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. And despite being PG-13, this movie is still literally crap your pants scary because, wow. They really took the concept of FNAF and just rolled with it. Oh, and the animatronics were made by the Creature Shop, so yeah. Totally cool. And there is the DVD and the Blu-ray. There we go. And that's it for my entire Universal Pictures Blu-ray collection. Aside from a few hiccups I'm going to need to fix when I put all these back on the mammoth movie wall, as I call my Blu-ray shelf. Well, see you guys for the next video, which in this case will be DreamWorks because they're owned by Universal, so yeah, they're next. Till then, out.